Before the show, I promised Jordan that I would only reference something one time, and that was it. And then I can't do it again, or I get reprimanded. Welcome to the 1 Hour One Brain Cell Podcast, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to 1 Hour One Brain Cell, middle of the summer edition. We're getting closer to our vacation time, and we were trying to plan through that earlier today. So we're getting closer to making that happen. Very exciting stuff coming down the pike. So thanks for listening to the show, everybody. And we're going to continue. We're going to continue what we did last week, but after I've done my homework, hopefully.
We'll see. I promised Richie before the show that in addition to the thing that he's only allowed to talk about one time, that he is allowed to have one mulligan, one respin, if it's a song that he truly doesn't know that comes up on this blind ranking wheel. He can toss it. Otherwise, he's got to stick with it even if he doesn't know it. So we'll see. We'll see where he lands.
Mhm.
I do have this wheel up. You will not be seeing it, but just trust me that it's occurring on this side.
Yeah, I trust you.
Yeah. If you weren't here last week, we're doing a blind ranking 1 through 5 of a wheel that contains every Tate McRae song, and you don't know what's coming next, which is the hard part. So we're going to spin it for the first song. Let's see what Richie's first challenge is. Richie's first challenge is number 14, Boy X.
Oh, I heard this song the other day.
You did hear this song the other day.
See,
That's
research pays off. I actually
Yep.
know this song, so
Okay.
that is a good thing. Now, I have to place it where it's going to go. I have a feeling I'm going to come up with some songs I don't know.
Okay.
So I'm going to put it. I'm going to go with your strategy. I'm going to go right in the middle right now. 3.
Okay. I like that for you. Let's see. Yeah, that's true. That we did hear that song the other day on it was on Station Head
Yeah.
that Tate HQ was playing it. All right, here is right between two. Your second song is number 24. It is Greedy.
Oh, yes, another song I know. Yes.
There you go. Starting off strong.
Yeah, we're starting off with in a good place here. Okay. I like Greedy. Greedy's a cool song. It's like the song that like made her popular and famous. So I'm holding out my number 1 slot. Give me number 2.
Okay. That's a bold strategy. That's what I did last week, and then
Yeah.
I kind of got kicked on that one, but it wasn't bad. I don't mind that there. Okay, here's your spin. Ooh, this is one I don't know if you're gonna know. Number 63, Teenage Mind from the One Day EP.
Yeah, I don't know that one. I don't
Do
know
you
that
want
one.
to respin, or do you wanna put it at 5
I mean,
or
let's do a
or
respin.
4?
Let's do a
Okay,
respin.
so
Yeah,
we're gonna
that's what
burn our
that's.
respin.
Yeah.
Okay, here's our respin. Coming back around, we got. All right, another one from that EP. It's number 23, Distant.
Another one. Again, I was telling you before that like some of these songs I probably have heard, but I haven't processed the name of the song
Mm-hmm.
because I was listening and not reading what the song was if I was driving around town. So I don't have another respin, so
Sure.
this has got to go number 5 for me.
Okay. Honestly, for what it's worth, I think it would go 5 for me, and I have heard it. So I don't know if that helps, but oh, we landed on the same one again, which the odds of that are crazy given that there's 80 songs in
Rigged.
here.
The
But
wheel is rigged.
the wheel really wants to know what you have to say about Distant. Okay, number 30, X's. This is
Oh,
one that you've heard.
I have heard this one.
You're
So
getting a strong top of the order here.
I'm having some good stuff here, man. Uh, yeah, I don't know what's gonna come, so I gotta put. If I had my choice, I'm gonna go number one. Give me number
X is one
X
seed.
is at number one. Yeah,
X is one seed. Okay. You
yeah.
were this close to getting a bonus track off of the vinyl, and I was like, uh oh. And all right, you're down to your number 4 song, which
Yes.
is number 52, Siren Sounds.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I think that was a good spin, all things considered.
I'm okay with that. We did 6 songs and I knew 4 of them. So that's like pretty dang impressive. Homework
I'll give
paid
you
off.
credit for that. I'll give you
Yeah.
credit for that. Yep. All right,
So
well done.
recap. I didn't write these down. So do you remember?
Yeah, you had X is 1, Greedy 2. You had Boy X number 3, Siren Sounds number 4, and Distant at 5.
There you go.
Generally, that may have been sort of the same way I was leaning, but I don't know. I'm not sure I would have been smart enough to not to like leave my one spot open.
Yeah.
That's always the hard part is you're like gambling, waiting for something that may or may not come up.
Waiting
But
for something better.
yeah,
Yeah, there we go. We still have to put up your well, I guess now that we both done it, we can put both lists out this week.
we could. Yeah, we could do a recap.
Mm-hmm.
All right, word. Well done.
There we go. That went way better than I thought it was. I was kind of worried, I'm not gonna lie.
I was a little worried for you. I was like, there's some stuff in here that he's gonna be like, oh.
That's so funny. I'm gonna hang on. Here we go. We're gonna do one last song, which is we should do that every week now. We should just do a Tate blind song now as we're counting down to Tate Chicago, and we spin
Okay.
the wheel every week and we have to do a review of that song that comes up. That's what we should do.
Okay, we could do that. You're spinning one more. Do you want me to spin one more, or do we want to do a collective spin?
No, we gotta do it's a collective spin. So we get one
Okay.
spin for the show.
Okay. This song is coming around. She'll be coming around the mountain. Ooh. Okay. What's your problem from I Used to Think I Could Fly?
Have
I like this
heard
song.
this one? Hang on, stand by. I think I have actually.
I like this one. It's one of the that that album is funny because it's like 50% sort of upbeat and then 50% down tempo.
Yeah.
So this is one of the more upbeat songs from that.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm
Okay.
gonna look it up. Hang on. We're gonna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Continue talking.
Oh no. I don't. This one, I don't think this one has a music video to my recollection. I think it just maybe has like a little lyric video. This is not one of the ones from that album that has a music video, but I don't mind this one, to be honest with you. Like in terms of if I were to blind rank or not blind rank, but if I were to just rank that album specifically, it would probably make it in the top half.
Okay. Yeah, I've listened to now 20 seconds of the song.
Okay. How do you feel about the first 20 seconds?
The first 20 seconds, it's fine.
Yeah. I don't think it's like a standout in any way, like especially compared to some of the other ones that are on that record.
Mm-hmm.
But it fits. It fits the vibe. It was right for that era of music that she was making. It doesn't belong on any of her more recent projects, but it's right for that one, I think.
Yeah. Actually, I think you brought this up to me a while ago, which is that her like stuff from that era and earlier like is so much different than
Mm-hmm.
the stuff is today.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a big rebrand that sort of happened for her. I think somewhat after that album came out, that first album, like between one and two. So if you compare and contrast that one to Think Later, there's like a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think So Close to What feels more like a natural progression from Think Later, where you're like, okay, this is where this was gonna go after that.
Right.
But there was a little bit of there was a little bit of a vibe shift uh, in that one. Well, it's like the lead track from Think Later is like, well, the sad girl bit got boring. What
Mm-hmm.
did it though? Actually, did it? Because some of us still like the old sad songs. I think that is a funny thing too. Is like the you and I were sitting in that chat a little bit in the station head like listening party,
Yeah.
and it's funny to see what people will claim as their favorite song because I do feel like generally for the folks that have been listening a little bit longer, they like those deep cuts or like farther back tracks where people would claim those now as being like Tate tracks versus
Mm-hmm.
Tatiana tracks.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people have a special regard for those versus
Uh,
like obviously we all like the new stuff, but
Phineas is this is a producer on. I think I used to think I could fly? Question mark.
yeah, she
Hmm.
did some stuff with Phineas back on um what is it called? Uh Not Too Young to Be Sad. Well, maybe also, but the very first EP, which
Yeah.
was you can definitely hear that influence in a
Yeah.
couple of those songs that it's like, yeah, this sounds like that era Billie Eilish too, a little
Yeah.
bit. It's
Yeah.
funny to see how the direction that went.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Tear Myself Apart
Mm-hmm.
was written by Billy and Phineas
There
and
you go.
was was released by Tate. There you go. I did not realize that. Learn something new
Yeah,
every day.
back on all the things I never said. It's like that one, and then you get I think this one as well. Let me see. Yeah, it seems like just that one song, but like you listen to that and it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
The production just sounds like it.
Mm-hmm. Uh, yeah. There we go.
Cool.
There's that.
Deep dive.
Chicago coming up in less than a month.
I'm not ready. I haven't run my first timed mile yet. I don't know where we're at.
You better get going. You better get going. Um, yeah. Speaking of that, you haven't been training for your mile, but I kind of have
Yeah, I've not
because
been.
um, yeah, it's hot as balls here now. So we're like it's like 110, and so can't run outside now, and I don't really like doing treadmill. Not my favorite. So
Mhm.
I'm kind of out of my running season at the moment. So instead, what I've been doing for cardio, and I've actually been having a good time, fun time doing it, because it's a good workout. I have Apple Fitness Plus,
Mhm.
so I downloaded that. I usually like to get that in the summer since I can't go outside, and I don't like doing weights. I don't any of the gym equipment or anything like that. It's not for me. Not interesting. Don't care. So
So fair.
and yeah.
The gym is such a hostile place sometimes, and like I don't I don't like it here. I don't. Full disclosure, like I know that it's good for me, and like I'll
Yeah.
go, especially if I'm going with someone. Like okay, fine, but I don't enjoy really a second of that experience. It's like I had a gym membership. First of all, hard as hell to cancel a gym
No, yeah,
membership
it's the
if you've ever
worst.
like going in
Yeah.
person. You're like you have to fist fight Grimace behind the EOS Fitness to like
Yeah.
cancel your gym membership. I'm like, what the hell? Uh, it literally is worse than that. It's like you have to send a handwritten letter with quill and ink pen sealed with a drop of your blood under the moonlight at the crossroads and then see if they'll give you your money back. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. Yeah, hate it.
Stupid. Um so yeah, I don't really use the gym here at the apartment complex. I haven't
Mhm.
done it in like well over a year. Um and so I instead have been doing. I In the past I have done like hit workouts, which are a lot of fun. High intensity interval training. Have you done
Hmm.
those before? Great.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like those. We used to do them a lot when I was playing hockey because it was like not necessarily the closest like equivalent, but it was somewhat sport specific.
Yeah. So yeah, I used to do those, but in the last like couple weeks, I've been doing a lot of kickboxing workouts, and those are
Nice.
badass. Those are so much fun.
Like Billy Blank's Tae Bo.
Hell yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
Dude, I
Uh,
remember doing those as a kid. Like I swear there were several days, and I think it was like middle school PE class where like they would bring us into the like this room in the gym and it like had a projector screen and we would like have to do Tae Bo. It was crazy. Like I can recall several occurrences like that. And like we just all wanted to like play ping pong or something, but they were like, surprise, here's what we're doing today.
that's funny.
That dude
Uh,
is shredded though, and he's still doing it to this
yeah.
day.
He's still alive. He's in 70 now.
But he's like still doing Tae Bo. Like maybe he was really onto something.
um, yeah, here we go. Tai Bo, the Wikipedia page. Tai Bo is a body fitness system that incorporates martial arts techniques such as stances, kicks, and punches as a traditional choreography.
There's a VR game now. It's called Tae Bo Reboot.
No way.
Yeah. There you
That's
go.
too much.
Yep.
TaiBoNation.com. Let's see what he's got for sale. Take a virtual Taibo fitness class.
Yeah, it's like they have like if you only got a half hour or something or you only have 25 minutes or what like there's a Tae Bo workout for you.
Yeah.
I think there's
Yeah.
some 10-minute ones too. But there's always like the funniest thing is that there's like with these video instructional fitness classes, like there's always somebody in the background doing something that you'll just get like focused on and start laughing because there'll be a girl like fighting for her life in the
Mm-hmm.
background. And she's doing it way better than those of us at home that are just uncoordinated individuals. But like
Yeah.
you'll get locked in on these people in the background. You're like, how are they doing this?
That's so true. Dude, yeah, it's so the hardest thing about this is not only like cardio wise, it's because you're basically doing like 3 minute round boxing rounds essentially, right? So you're like it like wears you out really, really quickly. Which is like when the trainer guy is like, hey, all right, time to go all out, and you're trying to remember the combos you have to do, and it's just like, how the hell am I supposed to remember these combos? And the worst part is, it's okay if you're in your orthodox stance, right? And
Hmm.
you're and left foot forward, right foot back, and but
Right.
once you switch and you go try and go lefty,
Mm-hmm.
that's when it's over because it doesn't like some of that. I'm like my brain can't function that way, so that's when it gets hard. I'm like, oh hell, I'm not doing this right.
Yeah. Absolutely agreed. I don't know. You're braver than me.
Yeah, so I'm trying. Yeah, so I'm getting my cardio going with that. I've been mostly doing the 10-minute ones because it is like I can go more full out for the full 10 minutes, whereas the 20-minute ones, it's like it's hard to pace yourself out, and um so I've been doing the tens so I'm trying to do tens for now, and then eventually I'll move on to doing like the longer ones. But good time, I recommend.
All right. Good to know.
Tate has not shown up on any of the playlist yet, unfortunately,
It's such a bummer. Like
because you can.
I do enjoy with like Peloton how they will have like artist curated
Hmm.
playlists.
Yeah.
It's like those are nice.
Yeah, there are some. Like, here's a yoga one. Here's strength. Oh, here's a hit workout, and they've got. Wait, she's not in this. What the hell? Where'd she go?
I need to just
Liar.
what? False. False
Yeah,
advertising.
I
Yeah.
said. I did a search for Tate to show up, and she's not in here. Oh,
They're probably
there
showing
she is.
something
There's just
different.
keep watching in that one.
Okay. I was like, it's gonna be that freaking song
Just
with
keep.
the country artist that I won't name.
Oh, here's a kickboxing one. Here we go. 30-minute kickboxing.
30-minute kickboxing. Just take me outside. It's not worth it.
And that one has 10:35 in it.
Okay, that's a good song.
Yeah. That song, I told you that song came out of the coffee shop not too long ago, and I was like, I know this song.
Mm-hmm. That one's crazy. If you've ever seen the music video for it, it was like definitely pre AI, but it looks like just yeah, like nobody can dance like that, right? Not a real person, surely. Turns out,
Real.
real. Debunked.
All right, let's move on. Okay,
Period.
let's see what we got here. Oh, I have another. Okay, while I'm talking about that, I have my next complaint.
Okay. The annual airing of grievances. Yeah.
The biannual airing of grievances.
It's the every week airing of grievances on this podcast, but
Yeah,
that's fine. That's what the people come here for.
Old man yells at cloud.
Shakes fist at sky. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. This was earlier this week, and I was like, I need some caffeine, but I didn't want a bunch. I was like, and I was hungry, and was like, oh, okay. Well, I think McDonald's has like a new thing, and it's not like a full on energy drink, but it's got like some caffeine in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I
What
forget
are
what
they
it was
calling
called.
those? They're like they're not refreshers because that's Starbucks, but it's something like it.
Some close enough like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll try that and see if it's any good. And then they give me the drink, and it turns out this bloody drink has freaking boba in it.
Are you not a fan? Do you have I don't have experience with boba because it scares me, full disclosure. Like I don't want to suck up little like fish eggs through the straw.
It's
I know that's
truly,
not what it is, but
I hate it. I truly hate it. It's so stupid. It's like I'm just trying to drink this damn beverage, and instead I just get a mouthful of these little tiny beads that you have to chew, like pop. Like
isn't it?
truly,
It's tapioca, right? Like traditionally, but I think
I
I think it
you
can
might be
be
right.
other stuff.
Yeah,
But
there's whatever they. I don't know. I don't even care what they put in there. But like, I couldn't even. At one point I was like, "This is stupid," and I stopped drinking out of the straw, and I just used my teeth as like a filter,
like a strainer, yeah.
so I didn't have to deal with any of this stinking boba anymore. So,
It's
uh,
crazy.
yeah, the drink was actually perfectly fine. It was like a uh pineapple something or other,
Hmm.
and it was
I
fine. And
guess it
then
is called a refresher. That feels like a
yeah,
lawsuit coming. Like I'll
and
see you in court, but
and yeah, I got the boba got in there, and I was like, nah, this is stupid. So never again. I hate
can
boba.
I can I
Do not recommend.
old man shake fist at Cloud about something too? Because I'm looking at
Yeah,
this menu.
yeah.
Why does everything need cold foam nowadays? I don't want that. Like I'm the person that puts like no whipped cream. I don't want if I go to drink a drink and 30 the first 35% of it is foam. That's stupid. I don't want that. It's like don't put cold foam on my beverage. No. Are you
Well,
a cold foam guy?
I love cold foam. Yeah,
I just
I get
don't.
it all the time. I buy it from the store and I'll
Mm.
put it on top, and it works. I like it better than creamer, like regular creamer. Yeah.
I just don't like I don't want to take a sip and have it be all foam to start my drink. That just puts me in a bad mood to start.
Well, if it's a good cold foam, it's not. You just don't. You know, you can't drink it like like that and get them. You have to. If you tilt it back, the
I'm
coffee
just
comes through.
yeah, but I don't want to have to do that. If I order a coffee, I want there to be coffee in my beverage, not 70% coffee, 30% foam. Or whipped cream or whatever else it is. Like just put that aside. I, I don't know. I think I had a matcha with like a vanilla cold foam one time at like a local coffee shop here, and I just could not get over the fact that it was like that was all there was. Like every drink I took, it was just foam. I'm like, this is not enjoyable. So that trend can go away as far as I'm
Yeah,
concerned, but
yeah.
that's just
Um,
me.
Yeah. Last time you and I were in San Diego for Comic Con, Kat took us to a terrific local spot out there.
I was just thinking about
Hispanic.
that place the other day. I'm like, we
Yeah.
need to go back there.
Yeah. Right.
But it'll make
Um,
Iz mad if we go without her.
yeah. Um, and we I think both of us ended up getting coffees too. And you
Mhm.
were like, "Hey, you should try my coffee." And I was like, I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast or not. And I declined because it was a hot coffee and I refused to drink hot liquids, as we've already
Mhm.
determined on this show.
Yeah. Yeah, that empty promise you made like a couple months ago where you were going to try a hot liquid on the show for the winter months and then you kept putting it off because it wasn't cold enough and then all of a sudden it was summer again. You're like,
Never got
great.
cold enough.
That's
Never got
just
cold
stupid.
enough, man.
It's simply stupid. I will say the other day in the this is gonna make me sound like an old person. I don't do Discord really, and I don't understand people that use Discord as like a primary means of communication. But I am in the Discord channels for Good Boy Daisy and Friday Pilots Club just to like see what's going on, to, be a part of the
hmm
community. Because sometimes you'll get stuff before it goes out to the
hmm
public in there. And there was a question asked the other day, and it was like, what do you typically get from Starbucks? And like tons of people were putting their responses in. And so I put my response in, which I don't really go to Starbucks much, but like if I do, I have an order. And someone chimed in that was like, as a current barista, all of these orders are correct and valid. And I felt really seen. So
hmm
that was nice. Thanks to whoever did that.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Don't go to Starbucks, y'all.
Yeah.
Go to your local shop.
Well, like,
Uh,
I only go if I have a gift card, and people
yeah.
will send me
True.
$10 gift cards occasionally, which is like one drink, by the way, in this economy, but like, just have to burn it. I'm
True.
like, okay.
All right. I'm sending you a picture that just found on Twitter, so please check it out. It's gonna it. I don't really know what's happening here, but
Are you sending it to me on Twitter or are you sending it to me on text?
on your phone text.
Okay, good. Oh, me when I take the Fritos and put them in my hands like claws. That is, there's something occurring there. Do you want, I have to say it because otherwise you're going to burn your one reference
Yeah.
for the episode.
Go ahead.
Richie just sent me, I'll say it because I think it's worth mentioning. This just came out. It is also apparently it's from the future because it's 5:23 right now where I am, and it says that this was 7:51 p.m. today. So I'm like, what time zone is this person? Anyway, this is Zendaya stepping out of a black SUV for press for the Odyssey in Paris, and I have no earthly clue what is on her head. It's it's like a they're like bugles. It's like a bugle.
Yes.
It is, you got to look it up. If you're hearing this, I can't do it justice by trying to describe it to you. I just need you to look at it.
It.
We'll repost it on the Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just came across that. I knew you had to see that. Seeing
Yeah.
as we're
Thank
the
you.
fashionistas of the podcast
Yeah, we never
universe.
did get around to doing the Met Gala coverage.
Yeah, we didn't miss much though.
We ran out of time. That was when I was in the undisclosed location.
Yeah,
Things were happening there. So
it's true. All right. Let's see what else we got here. So, let's see. Letterbox corner. Should we do that?
yeah, I don't have anything to add. So it's just your letterboxed corner.
That's pretty. That's
I
pretty
haven't
much what
watched a
we're on.
damn movie.
That's pretty much what we're on about in this show for the most part. Anyway.
We did
Uh,
get tickets booked for Rooftop Cinema, though.
yes, we did.
Update for the people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moulin Rouge. Excited. Should be fun. I bought popcorn with my little order, so
Hmm.
they'll be proud of me for
Yeah.
that.
Your little. I don't know how many seats they have at that thing, but like it could be a really cool, small kind of screening experience.
Yeah. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
The question is, should we do Chicago too and do a double feature like the night before?
Mm.
Because I think Chicago is
I do
on.
think Chicago is on Thursday night,
Yeah.
but we could do. Last time we were there, we basically had our own movie, our own film house with Kat and Chris.
Yeah.
There's a different movie happening every night, and to my abject horror and disdain, those movies were not starting until like 11 p.m., which like is
Yeah.
fine, except on the time zone that I was in, it was really late, and
Yeah. Yeah.
I was watching Bernice run through the A gap in one of them days at a time that felt like 2 a.m. for me, and it made it infinitely funnier, but it was like we may just end up with our own at home cinema.
That's true. I don't. Should we run it back with Madam Web?
Dude, it's so funny. Madam Web finally got. You sent me something this week that was like people were saying that if you ignore the really weird like plot points and the fact that all of that villain guy's lines were like redone in post, uh, the visual experience of it was actually like fine.
It's
From like a
fine.
color
Yeah.
from a color grading and visual standpoint, like there are certainly worse superhero movies that have
Yes.
been getting good reviews.
Yes.
And for a movie that got panned as being laughably bad, which it is, but that doesn't mean that we don't enjoy it.
Yes.
We got to run it back with Madam Web. We need the Madam Web Steelbook. Like, I would buy that. So I was thinking the other day, I was like, if they do a Devil Wears Prada 2 Steelbook,
Yeah.
I would buy it.
I just looked at the letterboxed for Madam Web.
Oh,
I gave it 2.5 stars.
that's
It's at
brutal,
one.
but
It's
okay.
1.5 is the average
Ooh.
score.
Ooh, yeah. Chicago is actually Saturday night at the Rooftop Cinema, by the way.
Ah, all right.
Yeah.
That's doable.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, we'll put it on the burner.
Yeah. Okay. What the hell were we talking about?
Mm,
Oh, letterbox. Yeah.
letterboxed.
We're
Lost
Jesus.
it. No.
All right, we're back. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so you saw Toy Story 5 last week.
Yeah.
I saw it this week.
Mhm.
And yeah, 3.5 stars for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable. It was a fun
Yes.
movie. What did the folks you went with, like, what did the younger one think? Did he
He
like it?
seemed to like it. Yeah.
Okay. That's what matters.
Yeah, he seemed to. I asked him afterwards, like, dude, like, he's like, yes, and I was like, who's your favorite character? And he said, I don't know.
So fair. There's too many choices.
Yeah.
I I've
I
always
told
wanted
him,
to do one of those like personality tests that's like which Toy Story toy are you?
yeah.
Cuz something about me speaks spiritually to like Ham or Slinky, the Slinky dog.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think he was he had his little blankie during the movie. I went with my
Oh,
nephew and my sister, so he had his little blankie in the movie and his like little thing of popcorn. Uh. And both my sister and I were like, because got there, about 15 minutes of previews, and Kid had already like scarfed down his entire soda, and was like, dude,
perfect.
you're not gonna have any left for the movie. What are you doing?
That's how you got to do it.
I did get a blue slushy.
Okay.
I didn't get any
Good choice.
popcorn, but so I did get a blue slushy, which was great.
Hmm.
Good for the summer months. And yeah, I thought it was like good. Like it was I love that it was like mostly a movie on focused on Jessie, which was great. She finally got her due.
Hmm.
Um and yeah, but it wasn't as fun as like the first two, especially, and then maybe even the third one. Like I felt like if anything, this one was like almost more adult in its themes than it was for kids. I don't know if you got that same feeling or not, but because I felt like it wasn't as adventurous as the
I
first
think
two or three movies,
based
where
on
there's
my
like,
enjoyment of it, I would agree with you that like it
yeah,
kind of felt like it was an older kid or like adult movie for the people that like grew up with Toy Story versus
hmm,
like the new generation that are
yeah,
just learning about it through these characters for the first time.
hmm.
Hmm.
Because like it didn't feel as adventurous to me. Like you go back in the first two, and it's like these they get separated and they have to find each other again, right? And they have to go on this big bold adventure to do it. And in this movie, that wasn't really the case, kind of until the end. And so yeah, but I thought I enjoyed it. I like the themes that it was doing. I like the ending. It was cute. Um, and like some of the new characters. I liked Conan O'Brien's character. He was funny. He was
Hmm.
great. Uh, um, yeah, so I enjoyed it. I did. I think it fits nicely, like right in the middle of the series for me. Um, and there was like the one scene that I'm not going to spoil it, but it's the scene where uh we find out we get Jessie, and she goes and she goes. I'm trying to think how to not spoil it, but uh, she goes and she realizes what her original owners like
Hmm.
she went on to have
Yeah,
kids and
yeah.
everything, and and that part of the movie, right? So and we find out the
That was the part that I got made fun of for because
yeah,
I audibly had like a sniffle at that part, and
yeah.
the person next to me was like, like you sap. It's like, yeah, it was that was good. I was trying to think. There was like one more that I thought that oh, yeah, the other part that like you had a tactical advantage on me for this, but I did not know where this isn't really a spoiler, but I didn't really know where Woody was for the first
Yeah,
like 20 minutes because I've
yeah,
not seen 3 or 4. I
right,
was like, did we just like write him out or like
yeah,
what's the deal here? And I like leaned over to the person next to me and they're like, oh, I this was definitely something you missed in 4. They were like, yeah, I
hmm,
think he's still no spoilers wherever he was. They're like, I think he's still with with Bo Peep. I was like, when did that
yeah.
happen? I
uh,
missed a chunk of the story there.
yeah, right. You just skip over a
Yeah.
movie,
No, that was
but
like that part was horribly sentimental that
yeah,
you mentioned. I was like, oh
hmm,
no. I mean,
hmm,
real though. Also, your letterbox review I think you put was like something to the tune of our kids group chat's always this mean.
yeah,
Probably. That felt like unsettlingly possible.
yeah.
Yeah.
I tend to agree. And mostly because Isabel, who every time I see her is just roast me on a consistent basis.
And we love her for it.
Yes. Uh, and that's so I was like, okay, I can kind of see I can see Isabel roasting in the group chat.
Mhm. I don't know if I could like see her dishing one of those, but like I have some coworkers with kids that are now 8, I think. Just like some of the stuff that they say, I'm like, whoa, like you could be really mean in a couple years if we don't get this under control.
Right.
Hmm.
Um.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, I'm not. I usually don't. I usually am not one for the like animated kids movies anymore. They're just not for me. I actually
Yeah.
might go see the new Minions movie because allegedly it's just like kind of this like big ode to cinema. I was like,
I heard
all right.
there's like a what is it? It's like a Clockwork Orange bit. I don't know. I saw that. I will tell the other day. I don't know if I told you this. The my story about the Minions. It was like the Minions are doing this collaboration with Wendy's. And are you're I mean, you're familiar definitely with like there's some weird stuff that happens on those like letter boards outside of restaurants. And I was
Sure.
driving back from the Indy area the other day and I drove past a Wendy's and I didn't take a picture of it because I was driving, so it would have just been blurry, but it was like I just read it out of the corner of my eye and the letter sign on this Wendy's said Bello Mendy. I thought I was having a stroke. I was like, what the hell? And then it was so pervasive where I almost pulled over to Google it and be like, I needed to know so bad. But I waited until I got home, and apparently it was supposed to mean "Hello Wendy" in Minion speak, and it's like
Yeah.
their collaboration for the Minion meal.
Right. Yeah.
But I was like, that is too niche for the average person, because I thought there was something medically wrong with me when I drove by that sign, and none of it was in English.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. So then I had to text people I knew, and I was like, please validate this experience. And nobody could, but it was like,
Yeah.
I wish I had been there to see it. So,
Yeah, so I'm not usually one for like the animated kids movies like the Super Mario, and like there's a
yeah.
new SpongeBob movie that came out, and
The
like I haven't
Minecraft
watched
movie.
Minecraft. I haven't watched any of the Minions movies. They're not meant for me. So I tend to not engage with a lot of those. So the fact that we got a Toy Story movie and it was still good after, like, the cool thing, first of all, saw it on uh Friday. So, the weekend of the 4th of July weekend, and the
Mhm.
theater was like packed. It was completely full. Um and it was like mostly like, kids. And and I think that's like the fact that this movie came out, the original Toy Story came out 31 years ago, and
Damn.
we're still getting movies now that are still good, and you're getting multiple generations of people watching these movies is, I think, is really cool. Um, and it's really hard to do that, man. To have something that has withstood the test of time like Toy Story has for that long, and we're probably gonna get a Toy Story 6. It's gonna happen. Because I think last week we said it was almost at a $500 million. Um, so let's see where we're at now. Okay, here we go.
Toy Story 5 current box office
Box lunch.
764.3
Oh, jeez.
million globally, 365 million from the North American market, and 398 million internationally. It is currently on a strong trajectory to become the highest grossing entry in the franchise, which really
Wow.
means nothing now, like given inflation and how stuff has changed. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's crushing it.
Um.
We're gonna get to $1 billion for
Yeah.
sure.
Yes, we are. I think Minions is also just came out this weekend. That's at $200 million worldwide. So that's gonna get a
What?
bunch of money.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Here's it follows the Minions in 1920s Hollywood. So it is like a, yeah. So I think you're right. I think there's like we get like a Citizen Kane reference and stuff like that. I'm like, now we're in it, baby. There's like a Buster Keaton and Charlie Chaplin, that kind of thing. I'm like, yes, more of that in our cinema.
Minions and Monsters follows the monsters in 1920s Hollywood as they search for frightening creatures for their monster movie. Partner with a green creature and must save the planet after unleashing monsters. Okay. I am not the target audience for this, but would be funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to use my A list for it. I don't think I'm going to do that because I don't want to show up to a kids movie by myself. I'm not about doing
Just
that.
go to like the late night showing of the kids movie where like the
Show
adults
up to
go
the
because the kids are all
10:30
asleep.
Minions by myself.
Yeah, people used to do that all the time when I worked at AMC. They like
Yeah,
if there was a movie where it was like embarrassing to be like it was I don't know Incredibles or something. Like I think
yeah,
Incredibles 2 came out while I was working there. And it was like if it was moderately embarrassing to go without kids, you just go to the late night one.
yeah. Incredibles 3. Are we getting that soon? I'm pretty sure we are.
I didn't even know we were getting one at all.
2028.
I just remember that movie had a big backlash because there was like a photo sensitive like epilepsy
Mm,
bit that they like didn't tag, and then we had to put uh like pieces of paper like plastered all
yeah,
over everything that was like if you're
yeah,
buying a ticket to this, please beware. Yeah.
right. Yeah. So I don't think I'm gonna use my A list. I might watch it when it comes to Peacock because I think it's a Peacock movie. So maybe I'll just watch it on Peacock, and I can do a check mark every time I catch one of the references to the old movies.
That would be fun.
Um, all right. Anything else I want to mention here?
You might as well roll your one movie reference in there also
Oh
before
well,
we
yeah,
leave
we're
the
gonna get to
topic.
that. Yeah, we're gonna get to that in a second.
Hmm.
Um, I watched Sheep Detectives the other day.
I've heard
Are
it
you
like is
are you
making people
familiar?
cry.
It's like actually a good movie. Like it's I was shocked. I was like, this is actually a very nice watch. Like it's well done.
Okay.
Um, yeah. So I think I gave it 3 stars. It was like, why is this movie as good as it is? It shouldn't be that good. It's perfectly entertaining, nice little family film. So it's on Amazon.
Has a great cast.
Yes. So yeah, give it a watch on Amazon. I like that movie. It was good. Um, let's see. Anything else I want to mention? Oh yeah, I'll do this super quick. Meant to do this last week, but I'm gonna do it. I'll do it now. I'll show you. It is Criterion month at Barnes and Noble, so
Hmm.
I have to show you my haul.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
How many of these movies are in English? You ask.
It's gonna be like one.
Only one.
Yep.
All the other
Wow.
ones are Japanese, actually, which is
Okay.
par for the course. I feel like.
For you, yeah.
Um, yeah, they're most of them. Kurosawa, two Kurosawas, Kurosawa, uh, Kobayashi, and so yeah, most yeah. Anyway, I will highlight real quick before we move on one movie because I it's the one movie that I bought that I hadn't seen yet,
Hmm.
and I watched it for the first time and I was blown away with it. Dreams.
Okay.
Um, came out in 1990, so it's one of his last movies, and the basis for the movie is essentially it's like an autobiographical kind of set of stories based on Kurosawa's dreams that he had throughout his life, mixed in with some like Japanese folklore kind of.
Okay.
And I was like, it's again, as somebody who loves visual storytelling more so than the story itself sometimes, and it's like you just can't turn away from it. It's that visually enthralling at times. Um, Martin Scorsese shows up as Vincent Van Gogh, so
Weird crossover. Okay.
there's that going for you. Um, and then the last
Is
story.
he's sending ear? Like she said no several times, and he's
Yeah.
sending ear anyway.
Um, and yeah, so the last like story here is like a beautiful rumination on like I put in my letterbox review so I can read it because I thought I was so good. Um,
You
stand
thought you
by.
cooked.
Where is it? Where is it? Oh yeah, here we go. This is the quote from, and this is I think the very end of the movie where this happens. Um, some say life is hard, but that is just talk. It is good to be alive. It is exciting. I thought that was like hell yeah, brother. So yeah, it's for you can't really find this anywhere because it's not on streaming anywhere. Or it
Gotcha.
may be on the Criterion channel. So that, I think it's the only way you can watch it if you don't have the physical version of it. So, um,
Mm,
highly recommend.
not to drive you wrong here, but
Hmm.
it was temporarily at some point in time, which is maybe not now because I just clicked on it and it seems like the link is broken. But at times it seems like it does go on YouTube for free occasionally with ads.
Oh, does it? Oh, well, there you go. Watch it that way.
But I I don't think it's currently there because it seems like it's
Yeah,
broken. But
yeah, yeah. Because trust me, I would have watched it if it was beforehand, if it was available, like on HBO
yeah,
Max. They have a lot of the criterions. But anyway, yeah. This was also the 4K version, so I watched the 4K version, which is just like even more impressive.
yeah.
Um,
Like if it really is about like visual storytelling, like put it in 4K.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so there's that. Lots of great movies to watch. I didn't even mention the rest of them, but yeah, it's mostly Kurosawa. So I watched another one last night with the commentary on because I had already seen it. So I wanted to watch with the commentary on. And I don't know if you ever have, if you, how often you watch movies with commentary. I like doing it after, especially for a movie I've seen multiple times, because it
Yeah.
sometimes it's actually really interesting with how, if it's a director's commentary or something like that, and you can actually
Mhm.
learn about like their process, and it's fascinating. So I was listening to some of the commentaries on a couple of these movies, and it's like it's so fascinating to hear. It is by a Kurosawa scholar, a film critic and scholar, and it's so interesting because when you these movies that came out in the 50s and the 60s in Japan, sometimes it's hard to understand the what was happening contemporaneously at the time in Japan and around the world that were some of the themes based on some of these movies. And so they get it in these commentaries, he gets into some of that kind of stuff, and so it provides some historical context, and it's fascinating. It's really really interesting in terms of some of the themes that were that Kurosawa was dealing with in some of these films. So highly recommend, check them out. Kurosawa, probably like a solid number 2 on my list of favorite directors.
Blind rank number 2, or is that's full revealed?
Yeah, I think that would be my list. You can figure out, who my number 1 is, which
Well, you have
will
to
be,
talk about it anyway, so you
yeah.
might as well just go.
Yeah, this is
Just
my
let him go, people. I'm gonna turn him loose. I'm taking the dog off the leash. Here he
yeah.
goes.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend long on it, but
No, I know.
yeah, Christopher Nolan is number 1 on my list. He's my favorite director. He's got a movie coming out in a couple weeks, which I'm excited to see. Actually,
Really, I haven't heard anything about it.
oh well, darn. What a shame.
Haven't heard a
Well,
single
hey,
thing about
you know
it.
what's great
There's a
about
horse
this?
in there, right?
There is a horse in there. I can tell you about it. Okay, so I get to see it 2 weeks from today because that was when we decided to go as a group to see it in 70 millimeter IMAX. The Odyssey. The premiere was this week, and all the reviews that are coming out so far are just like knocking it out of the park. I could not be more excited. So much that we even got some hints that we might get some horror sequences. Can you, Christopher Nolan horror sequences? That's really cool. So anyway, all I have to say, I think I texted you about this. I've been reading. I picked this up at Barnes and Noble while I was there, and so I'm trying to read it before going to see the movie. Uh, so um, I'm about. I know it looks like I'm further in than I am, but the first 100 pages of this are like an introduction. And the entire thing
Hmm.
was it's like 100 pages of mostly like historical analysis um and kind of previewing a lot of the themes of the poem and whatnot. And that's actually kind of interesting to read because it helps sets up everything a lot easier. But and this is the Emily Wilson version of it, and she is the one. This is the version that Nolan kind of based the movie off of for the most part. It's like a more modern translation of it. So I'm working my way through it, and yeah, I'm excited to read the rest. I remember reading it in high school and liking it. So to go and read it again before the movie comes out, I feel like I had to do that.
You're certainly not the only one. I feel like there's probably a lot of people at Barnes and Noble right now looking for a copy of the Odyssey.
They had this on a rack, and there were like 20 copies of this on like a side table.
Smart.
There you go. So that's my one reference.
All right.
More next
That
week.
wasn't bad. I was expecting that to be I was expecting that to be more damaging, but it was fine.
No, yeah, read, folks. Go to your local
Read.
bookstore, pick up a copy,
Read a book.
and read a book.
Or support your local library.
Yes,
That's good
I
too.
do. Yes, that's actually I tried to find this at the library. Gone everywhere. I think I told you about that. It's like
Yeah.
there's no copies available, so it's like I'll just go buy it. So
Yeah.
Now I can pass the Odyssey down to my children.
Okay. And what are you gonna do when they're like, yeah, he had a weird obsession with Christopher Nolan. We don't really talk about it.
Jokes on them
Hmm.
when I name uh my first when I the firstborn kid is named after Christopher Nolan.
God. Yeah, would it be Chris? Would it be Nolan?
Who's to say?
Who's to say? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm,
Or I could name it after a character in one of the movies.
that's true.
Uh I can name them protagonist. Protagonist!
No,
Where are
awful.
you?
Kid would get beat up at school. I always find those memes really funny. That's like, it was like, the kid's name is Rose or something. They're like, why am I named Rose? Because that was your mom's favorite flower. It's like, uh, child named Killian Murphy as J. Robert Oppenheimer in Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. It's like, why was I named that? Yeah, just stupid stuff like that.
I
Exactly.
thought you were gonna say named Rose after Rose from the hit film Titanic, directed
That
by
would have
James Cameron.
that would have also been a really good one. And like anytime people bring up the box office, it's like, well, here we go. We're about to talk about Titanic again.
I love that movie. I need to get that. I
That's
need
a
to
good
buy
movie.
that movie actually because I love that movie. It's great. It's like
That's a good movie.
Titanic is legit like one of my like uh what's it called? Dang, I completely forgot the phrase. But it's like one of those movies that is like I love, but you're not really supposed to say you love. Guilty pleasure movies. There we go.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's a guilty pleasure movie. I mean, my family had that on VHS, and it was like two VHS
When it was
tapes.
two VHS tapes.
Yeah, because the damn thing was 3 hours long, and nobody was doing that at that time.
Yeah. Do you remember? Have you seen the guy that on TikTok that he has just like an entire room full of copies of Titanic VHSs? Have you seen that
That's
guy?
so funny. No, I don't think so.
You haven't seen that guy? Oh, I gotta hang on.
Yeah,
I
find
gotta
it. I
I
don't
gotta
think
send it.
so. I think I've seen that. Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. Hang on.
Yeah, there was I think it was when we were on I think it was when we were on the Sound of Music tour that we did, which was a crazy thing to do in a foreign country, but uh it was like your tape 1 of the Sound of Music is like chill, and then tape 2 of the Sound of Music is like escaping from the Nazis. So if you were someone that only ever watched tape 1 of the Sound of Music, you were like, what is happening here? And somebody like tried to explain to you part 2, you're like, there's simply no chance. Have
All
you
right.
you've
Here,
seen that movie, right?
which one?
The Sound of Music?
No,
Really?
I don't think so.
That's a good one, honestly. That's like a holiday watch for my family,
Yeah,
but there's some crazy stuff that goes on in part 2.
yeah, I feel like no, I think because yeah, my mom didn't like it, so we never watched it because it's one of those movies that like a lot of people do watch around holiday season, but we never
Mhm.
watched it, and we weren't much of a musical family either, so we didn't really. I'm surprised I haven't seen it. I feel like I've seen a gazillion bazillion movies, and for whatever reason, that has not made my list. So I need to rectify that.
Sure. It's always like it comes back to Randy from Hacks. That's like she hasn't got to TV yet 'cause she's still working through every movie.
Yeah.
It's like every movie ever.
Okay,
It's
here we
like I
go.
haven't made it to TV. Oh my god. Wait. That's crazy.
Where's the? How come it's not playing the sound? Ah, that's fine. We don't really need the sound. We need to talk over it. 1430.
1430. Oh. But like why? That's like the
I don't
creepiest
know.
that's the creepiest room in someone's house that you could ever have. Yeah, that's horrible.
193 days of Titanic.
That's horrible.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I don't understand. I
I
don't
mean, it's
understand
not
the
a full
rule.
year, so like it's possible. It's doable.
Oh, what the hell's going on here? Hello? There we go.
Nope. We're chilling in a different format temporarily.
We're stuck in the back rooms
Oh god.
again.
again.
Uh, all right. Let's see. We got a couple more things to talk about here. This here is inspired by the wedding of the century this past weekend. Congratulations to the newlyweds, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey. Um, we are asking, gun to your head, what song are you singing at Taylor Swift's wedding karaoke?
Because we heard that there was karaoke, and like
Yes.
based on the guest list of people that she had there, which was bonkers, by the way. Every new person I found out that attended, I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
And apparently there was karaoke that occurred, and I just had like, you could not pay me enough money to sing after some of these guests. Like Sabrina Carpenter goes in front of you and you're the guy who's up next and you've queued like Margaritaville by Jimmy Buffett. You're like,
Right.
I'm just not going. I'm skipping my turn. I'm gonna hide in the bathroom until it's over. It's like there's just no way. So that was my question for you and myself, I suppose, is like if you had to, gun to your head, if you had to sing one song at Taylor Swift's wedding karaoke, regardless of who went in front of you,
Yeah.
what would it be?
Would you and I both be there? So we could do like a
I have no idea if we would both be invited or not.
would we be able to do like a duet?
I don't think it's off limits. I don't think it's off limits. Yeah.
Let's see. I would do
But it also feels a little bit like a faux pas to do a song of someone that's in attendance,
that's
right?
there.
Like that's a hard part.
Yeah.
Mm, I don't know. I only have like two go-to karaoke songs ever. Well, actually, I have three, but one of them I'm not doing at
The
Taylor Swift's wedding.
the ooh ee ah 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 cat.
The spinning cat, yeah. Uh, I in the past I have done a rendition of "Not Like Us" by Kendrick Lamar, but that's not making the cut. So I'm I'm doing I'm doing "Spin the Wheel" random, doing "Before He Cheats" by Carrie Underwood or "You Oughta Know" by Alanis Morissette.
I like those choices. I like those
Those are my
choices.
two. Those are like my two that I have in my back pocket. Like if a situation arises, it's like here's a microphone. I'm like, oh, well,
Yeah. Yeah. I'll
set.
tell you what it won't be. It won't be John Denver's Country Roads. Will
No,
not be
it
that.
will not be "Country Roads Take Me Home." Mm-mm.
No, will not be that song. I had enough. I got so sick of that song. Uh
Mm-hmm.
um yeah, I probably like my go-to would be because it's the easiest to sing for and it's not complicated and it's a great song is Kryptonite by Three Doors Down.
That's a good
Uh
one.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like vocally challenging at all really. So like
Yeah, you can lean into the performance of it a little bit more if it's not vocally
yeah.
challenging. If it's vocally
Yeah.
challenging, you're just stressed the whole time.
Yeah. The other one that like just popped into my mind would be like a Jimmy Eat World song, like The Middle or uh like Bleed
Like
American, something like that would be sick.
sweetness or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. All right, good choices. And
Hmm.
I think those would go over in
Yeah.
in the room, in the vibe of the party. I think those would, because that's the other
Yes.
hard thing about karaoke is like you can either match the vibe or you can bring it straight down,
Yes.
which is tough. You have to know, kind of have a finger on the pulse there.
All right, let's wrap it up. Speaking of music, tracks of the week. We actually
Hmm.
have some picks this week. You go first.
Okay. I did lie to everyone last week accidentally when I said that I didn't have anything because I just couldn't think of it off the top of my head, so I panicked. Um, I have. I'm gonna give it two songs here. This one is called "No More Regrets." The band is Almost Monday, and they're coming out with a new album sometime soon. But they're doing a big tour accompanying it. I don't think they're coming to my area. Santa Claus, do not come to my town. Uh, I don't think they're coming to my area, but I wish they would. I like them. This is the song I texted you the other day that like the chorus faintly at the very beginning kind of sounds like Nobody's Girl,
Mhm.
which is a horrible earworm to have when you listen to as much music as Richie and I do, is that inevitably you're gonna like find out that a song that you like sounds exactly like another one, and then you won't be able to get it out of your head. The other one I have is by, I'm interested to know if you've heard of this band. They're called The Warning. They're a three-piece female rock band from Mexico. They're all sisters. They're really good. And they just released a single from their upcoming album, which comes out August 28th. And the single is called Ritual. And it's like, it's proper rock music. It's like heavy. So it's good
Right.
stuff. But
Hmm.
I like them. They have some older releases. What was that other album called? Keep Me Fed. It's got like a bunch of people standing on a dinner table, which is funny.
So
They're
this is
they're
like
real good.
Mexican Heim.
I guess, but like rock in a way that like
Yeah.
Haim is like soft pop rock for like the
Yeah.
radio.
Yeah.
This is like put it in drop D and send
Yeah.
it. Like
Hard
yeah, good
rock, heavy
stuff.
metal, alternative rock. Yeah, I'll have to check them
Yeah.
out.
They're good. They're real good.
Put them on Be Gone. Um,
Yeah.
I looked it up.
Sort of a wet leg maybe. But
Yes.
like
Yeah.
the heavier stuff from
Hmm.
them, not chaise
Uh,
long.
before I unveil my pick, I looked it up. There is no 4K steelbook of The Devil Wears Prada 2
That's such a bummer. Because I would buy it. I am the target audience.
yet, at least. They might do one at some point, but it hasn't been announced yet. Because those come out like later. Like there's the main release comes out pretty quickly, and then the steelbook comes out later in the year. Like I have to wait
Hmm.
until October for my Prada Hail Mary steelbook, which is insane. But
Maybe it'll be out in time for Christmas or something.
yes,
Yeah.
I don't even do they. I wonder if they have like a just a regular the original Devil Wears Prada steelbook. Here we go. Let me look that up too before I get to my music. Uh, here we go. Devil Wears Prada steelbook. 10th anniversary edition Blu-ray, huh? Ooh.
Ooh.
Devil Wears Prada custom steelbook.
It doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like they
Hmm.
ever did a release. They could do a
Boo.
double. They could do a double release.
Ah, yes.
That'd be
That's
cool.
genius. That's what they should do.
Call me
They
up,
were
Disney.
they they were smart. They would do that. All right, my picks this week. Um, this song I found on, I believe it was on like the alternative playlist on the Apple Music, and so I found this song. It is from a band called Michigander, called "Freaking Out." Michigander has a new record coming out later this month. And played you a little bit of that track earlier.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, I'm curious to check them out and see if I like the full record. So there's that song, and then I also have another new track from my favorite, one of my favorite local artists. Wheelwright has a new track out, just put out over the weekend. It's called Forever Now. So that's out. He's put out a couple great tracks recently. So go check them all out. Forever Now is one of them. Bull Rider's another one. Um, and yeah, go check them out. There you go.
Shout out.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. Anything else?
I got nothing. Wrap it.
Yeah. Already, I'll wrap with this, which is once again the men's national soccer team disappoints like they always do. So thank goodness we have our actual, real, legitimate national team going to the World Cup next year in 2027. Jordan and I will be in attendance.
Yeah, we're
Manifesting.
going. We're going to Sao Paulo. Yep.
We're going to be there. So yeah, make sure you're watching next year because the men's team once again disappoints. Okay. Yeah. All right. Goodbye, everybody. We'll talk to you again soon at OHOBC Pod. You can follow us. Jordan has made the edit for our backrooms video,
Mm-hmm.
so that will be coming
Yeah,
out
I'm just
soon.
dragging my feet on making the thumbnail, but it's coming soon.
Yeah. Follow us on YouTube for more on that. All right. we'll talk to you again next week, I think. Question mark?
Yep.
Good. Full hour
That
as
was
we
fine.
preview a movie which I can't talk about. All right, goodbye, everybody.